Mass today. And to our freshman class who've been here. And to Mrs. Harding and the choir. And of course to the maintenance staff, they do a lot of work. So I was watching you come up for communion, and I was thinking how lucky I am. I was going to talk to you about my little dog, but I'm going to wait and do that at the next Mass. My little Gracie, I have to tell you about her. There's a story. But what I really wanted to do this morning was tell you what I want for you for Christmas. I was thinking about it. I was thinking what my list is. And so, what do I want for you for Christmas? You can imagine all of this in a big package, tied up with a bow. I want you to believe in the fact that to know God is to know that all of His rules are fair and that there will be wonderful surprises. And I've said that to you before. Surprises that will most often present themselves in the most ordinary of ways. I want you to create a life in which you know that you are not alone. I want you to be able to be with people you love and who love you. I want you to be able to understand the importance of being a good friend, even through sadness and grief. I want you to remember that real love is not easy, it is work. I want you to be able to live a life in which you don't merely exist, but a life in which you really live. I want you to be able to understand the importance of discovery, of travel, of spending time with your friends and having fun, of meeting new people. I want you to understand that you cannot be first rate at your work if work is all you are. I want you to be able to honor those people in your lives who have opened your heart, who have made it possible for you to grow, to accept grace, to try something new, to be less afraid. I want you to be able to honor those people in your life who have anchored you with their love, their acceptance of who you are, who you really are, with your gifts as well as your faults. I want you to be able to have the courage and the generosity to be that person for someone else. I want you to be able to be ready for the surprise of those who will enter your life. Be ready to give what you can to them, but also be ready to receive what they have to offer you. Grace comes to us in many ways, usually as a surprise and totally unexpected. I want you to be able to know that you are called to holiness, that you are that special, and that saying yes to that call will open you to possibility, to the unexpected, to journeys that you choose, and to journeys that are not in your plan. I want you to know that if you are open to the surprises of faith, you will recognize new possibilities and you will find the courage to risk. You will become more than you are. I want that for you. I want you to be able to have the strength to stand alone. Stand alone with integrity and purpose, a person in your own right, with your own voice, not in false pride or selfishness, but in the humility of self-knowledge and conviction. I want you to be able to give yourself fully to each present moment, recognizing that there is a gift there to be taken and appreciated. I want you to be able to have the courage to live a life in which you become a Christ-like person who includes others, a person who seeks not to wound, but to heal, not to discourage, but to inspire, not to diminish, but to raise up. I want you to be able to have the strength to stand up with other people with honor for a cause, a belief, a mission, in the service of others who have no voice. I want you to be able to experience the power and the possibility of love. And I want you to be open to the gospel message, to love others as God loves you, to have the courage to live this message, knowing that you will be changed, that you will be transformed, that you will become new, that you will be redeemed. I want you to know peace. Even in the face of adversity, even in the face of conflict, even in the face of confusion, I want you to know peace. And finally, I want you to know and to believe with me that you are amazing grace, you are precious jewels, you are special, you are miraculous, and you are unrepeatable. I want to, at Christmas time, and at a time when I'm thankful for all of the things that have happened in my life, all the many surprises, I want to thank you for loving me every day. You are each a gift beyond measure in my life. Merry Christmas. I love you.
Good morning, everyone. And now you all know what's coming next week. Aside from vacation, it's Miss Libbon's birthday. And so, I introduce you Nikki Garcia, your ASB president.
We have all heard the story in Isaiah chapter 9. Unto the world a child was born. To us a son was given, and he was called Wonderful Messiah, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Joseph and Mary lived in the town Nazareth, but had to travel to the city of Bethlehem for the census. When Mary and Joseph got to Bethlehem, there was no room in any of the inns. They ended up spending a night in a stable. A bright star appeared above baby Jesus. The star was so beautiful, large and clear, that all the other stars of the sky became a white mist in the atmosphere. This star led many people to the Messiah that was just born. Now, 2,000 years later, a second star appeared. This time for another special person. An angel that is in all our lives. This is the story of Miss Libbon. Came riding from far away. Melchior and Gaspar and Balthazar, 3 wise men out of the east were they, and they traveled by night and they slept by day. Their guide was a shining star, and by this they knew that the coming was near, the birthday of a magnificent woman. The 3 kings have heard of her greatness. She was a noble leader who understands the things you say and do, and who overlooks your faults with great compassion. She inspires many and fills their heart with gladness. She is warm in her ways and always thoughtful towards others. She was a kind spirit, a brave soul, and a heart that can hold tons. Her name is Miss Libbon. The 3 kings turned left on Hawthorne Boulevard, right on Torrance Boulevard. They stopped to eat Yogurtland and rest from their long journey. And continued to reach their destination at 5430 Torrance Boulevard, California. The 3 kings knelt before Miss Libbon at Bishop Montgomery High School. Her radiance was even brighter than that of a star. Each king had brought a gift for Miss Libbon. The first king stood and presented his gift. The king had brought an old fat man. By the name of Santa Claus. He was a jolly old man, very cheerful and full of life. Santa Claus turned to Miss Libbon and said,
"Because you're amazing, just the way you are."
presented his gift. This was a much smaller one. It was an elf. A very bouncy creature that was full Libbon and said,
Miss Libbon, all I want for Christmas is you.
to give the final gift. This was the greatest of them all. The king rose and read what was in the card. It said,
Miss Libbon, I, the third king, present you with the gift of love. Through your years at Bishop Montgomery, you have repeatedly said those pretty words, I love you. You say it on announcements, you say it at every Mass, and you even say it to the students you talk to. Miss Libbon, you have said it countless times. But right now, I ask that you take a moment to look out on this Mass and see the love that we all have for you.
Freshman Susie Lariva says,
Miss Libbon, I love you!
sophomore Mitchell Burgess says,
I love you, Miss Libbon!
junior William Howard says,
Miss Libbon, I love you!
and senior Evan Callip says,
I love you, Miss Libbon!
Miss Libbon, we all love you and care about you. We have had many blessings at this wonderful place called Bishop Montgomery High School, but the best blessing by far is you. Miss Libbon, our beloved principal, our wonderful mother, and our adored angel, happy birthday, we all love you.
much. You know, you always do something really wonderful, and I have to tell you that that this says so much more about you and who you are and your generosity than about me. And I am really, really proud of you. You are a gift. So thank you. You made my birthday really, really happy. Thank you.
Please stand. The Lord be with you. I invite you